It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the young man from the University of Auburn, their rookie quarterback.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator, the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's complete to Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Cunningham to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the draw, it's Pollard, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Cunningham looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And boy, he is very close to a first down. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Here's Cunningham. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away. Leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cunningham. This ball tipped. Started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And Cunningham. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
Got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And we'll jump. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Titans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll look to throw again. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Cunningham. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
That's caught. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. He completes it to Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Cunningham. Okonkwo holds it in left side. Touchdown! Okonkwo, 52 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So now the Titans down by 15, 2:12 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Complete to Boyd. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.